Wow. What is up, everybody? Hello and welcome to the Stella Spark Show, episode 7.
Yes.
Yo.
Up to 7 already.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's insane, isn't it? Where's my script? There it is. It's episode 7 already.
Yeah, and it's the weather is terrible today.
Yeah, the weather is terrible.
What's
but
going
we
on?
are beautiful. Hey!
Yeah.
huh?
We're the sunshine.
And if you're just tuning in, good evening, everybody, and hello and welcome to TMC's amazing segment where we have Stella Spark, Stella PH, where we do a nice epic collaboration where we are going to dive into the boldest ideas from the Philippines and beyond. One founder, creator, and change maker at a time. And each week we get to explore the mindset and spark that started it all. Brought to you by Stella PH. Ooh, you're
Yes,
a
yes,
startup
yes.
enabler in the Philippines. Come on, bro. And powered by, of course, Tops Media Center, 105.1, your radio station for bold ideas.
Great.
Piotr
What
is
an
here.
introduction. You're getting better
I
every
know.
week.
And
Good.
yeah, we've got our guest with us. Hello there, Laura. How are you?
Hi guys,
How
I'm
you doing?
good. Thanks for having me. How are you guys?
Alright.
We're good. We're very good.
Shit.
Happy that you're here.
Despite I know that you had a rough ride. We went. Oh wait.
Yeah, but I'm very happy that because I invited her. So
Yeah.
one of the reasons why I invited her, and first of all, I think she's awesome. Second thing is that last year she was actually one of our PH 100 members. So
Wow.
yeah, so she was on the 100 brightest minds of the Philippines. Is the list that we actually have every year. And we actually closed, I think it was 2 days ago, the application. So we're now
Wow.
running our applications, and within
Wow.
2 weeks, we will have the 2025 list.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
cool,
excited
right?
for that list.
Yeah, me too. But last year, Laura made it onto the list.
Well, congratulations.
So it's a wonderful honor to be included in the list.
Yeah.
The honor was all us. Before we go into your story, why we wanted you to be here, we first start with some questions.
Yes, indeed. And our questions are very interesting.
I'm excited for the
Okay.
questions.
All right.
First question.
First question.
Do you find more peace in journaling or talking it out with friends?
Oh my gosh,
That's a good question, right?
that's a really good question. I would like to say that journaling I find more peace with journaling, but also I feel it equally gratifying to talk with friends, especially like with the closest people that I know I can be just be myself without judgment or anything. So those two things I feel have the same more or less equal weight with peace and stuff.
Okay. Good. What's one small ritual that makes you feel powerful every day?
That you guys are asking interesting questions, huh?
Thank you,
What
thank
a
you.
what a way to start. Right? To make me feel powerful.
Yes.
Cool, maybe tying my hair up
Okay.
when I'm about to do something. I haven't tied my hair up for today, right?
For the show.
But yeah, I feel like that. Another thing is
So that tying your hair up and like.
yeah.
Cool.
But also like meditation in the form of prayer.
Okay.
Yes, it's Philippines is a very
Of
religious
course.
country.
Waking up every morning is a blessing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
And we really
So
need
that
to be
it makes me
thankful for
feel
that.
powerful, like the gratitude.
Yeah, that's true. I'm also the same. Would you rather spend a week offline or a week without music?
What? Would you rather offline or without music? Offline would be cool. I've done that like during the pandemic. I didn't have a phone for 6 months. Like a week spent offline to do the whole Holy Week thingy. It's a thing here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Okay.
To just
It's a pure party for a week. That's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
I've seen it. Yeah, everybody goes to Boracay.
Oh.
But yeah, I know.
yeah. Music is something staple for me, so that would be very
So offline is your.
Yes.
All right.
I get to think when I'm offline.
Yeah. Well, I can't. I wish I could go offline for a minute, but I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
No.
I don't even know what the switch is.
So you study
You can ask this next question because I don't know how to say this P word. I'll
Ah,
get
yeah,
stuck
yeah.
on that one.
So you study psychology, right?
What? Okay.
What's
yeah.
one thing you learned from psychology study that you secretly used on yourself?
That I secretly use on myself? Whoa. I have to give it to you guys. Your questions are really nice. That I secretly not. I don't think I secretly use it. But let me think. Maybe it's the hyping yourself up. It's kind of like unconditional positive regard. It's a fancy term, but it basically just means giving yourself like the same regard with in terms of like your losses or like the ugly quote unquote side of you. So it's a constant thing that you give yourself like unconditional
Yeah.
positive regard. So you treat yourself the same whether or not you're in a slump or you feel like you're not really productive, and treating yourself like with the same amount of grace as you would when you are in the successes part of life, you know. So that's very staple for me, but I don't think it's a secret thing I do, but it's a constant thing I try to incorporate in my life. Yeah,
I have another one for you.
sure thing.
If confidence were a color,
Mm-hmm.
what would yours be today?
What?
Yeah, if confidence was a color, what would be yours? Well, your color today.
White.
White. White is not a color, right?
Oh, okay.
This is a color.
Okay, you're being technical with me. Okay, whatever.
It's
Yellow would be nice.
Yellow.
Yellow. Yeah, yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Dude,
white is a
Dude's
What am I-
being technical.
White is not a color.
It is not a
Black
color.
and white are not.
Yes.
Well,
Absence and presence of all.
CMYK. Explain that. It's the four main colors that make every color. So without white, there wouldn't be a color. Diba?
Yeah, without.
But then again,
Without.
white enhances
Yeah.
every color. Makes it
True. Agreed.
better.
White or if it's
That's
not
a
the
good
color.
one. I like that
White.
question.
What's a small everyday
What color are you
thing?
today?
I'm light blue.
Mm.
No. A little bit. No. A little bit dark blue. Sorry.
dark blue.
Sorry.
All
Yeah.
right.
You?
Orange.
Orange.
Yeah.
I feel that you are orange a lot of times.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I agree.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I like orange.
Based off on the very first introduction we had.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a yellow or an orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shines, isn't it? Interesting.
What's a small everyday thing that instantly lifts your mood?
Music.
Music.
Like dancing alone in my room. Ugly dancing.
What music?
Random music. I like the old music, like American Pie. Is that the like yeah.
American Pie.
Yeah, American
Yeah,
Pie.
yeah.
Yes, I love those.
Yeah.
Build Me Up Buttercup and
Beatles?
the Beatles are also
Uh-huh.
nice. Yeah. I also like the
Wham?
more contemporary ones, but I can't really name anything right now.
Wake me
And-
up before you go.
Yeah.
And then dancing and singing?
Dancing, like just dancing in your room for.
You're a good dancer and singer?
I always say I dance like an itik. You know what an itik is?
No.
Like a duck.
Ah.
Like flapping. But I have fun doing it, and it releases, it lifts my mood up. So
Wow.
yeah.
Flapping like a duck. You do that when you come in sometime. Hello, everybody. What's today's show? Yeah. So if you could instantly master one creative skill, singing, painting, acting, what would you pick and why?
Just between those three?
No, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, crazy.
No, it has to be those
Yeah.
three. No, I'm joking.
Creative
Singing,
skill.
dancing. What is that? If the three, if I get to
Painting.
choose.
But
Painting.
Doesn't
anything
matter,
creative.
Anything creative.
Maybe singing would be nice if I were to choose between the three. But then, if it's anything really, it's filmmaking. I would love to master filmmaking and to just tell stories that touch people. Would be cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
In a way, you're already doing that.
Hopefully, I am.
Yeah.
So I hear, yeah. filmmaking.
That's directly a good bridge to go to the next part.
Okay.
Because we didn't really introduce you yet.
Wrong one, sorry.
It's okay.
my
That's a lot of the wrong stuff.
I know, sorry. They change the colors every day. It was that was supposed to be
I can do it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
All right, we got it.
So, can you give us an elevator pitch? Who's Laura? 1 minute.
Okay. Hi. Are we starting already?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Lara Francesca S. Lasam. I recently graduated psychology, and what I do really is to use any medium I can have, be it writing, talking, and yapping. Yapping is talking, but any medium I can to give the message or help people transcend self-familial and societal imposed limitations and identities. That's
And how do you got to that
how do I
mission?
Okay. I lived that reality, and I feel like there's so much liberation when it comes to just transcending all these boxes that we put ourselves into.
Yeah, because I think we need a little bit more
Unpack.
explanation for some
For sure.
for some people that are listening.
Right. Okay. So just like a basic introduction.
Yeah.
I when I was 11 years old, so this is my main thing. When I was 11 years old, I tell this story a lot. I got trapped inside a burning comfort room. And suffered second and third degree burns on 46% of my body. Went in under general anesthesia. I was in the hospital for 3 months under general anesthesia for 9 times, and then the 9th time the doctor said I can't go under general anesthesia anymore because I might not wake up. So they did the operations while I was awake. The next year was spent in and out of the hospital trying to regain, whatever physicality I could regain. Learning how to walk again, like use my hands again. And then the next 7 years were spent trying to hide from the world, really. So I wore masks and cardigans to cover my scars up because I had hypertrophic scars, as you can see probably in my face. And during the pandemic, there's a wonderful, I don't know what's with number 7. I'm the 7th episode. So on the 7th year, I went to the place where the accident happened and did exactly the same things I did. Went inside the comfort room, looked at myself in the mirror, and asked the question I asked when I was 11. Like I asked before, what will my life be after this? And during the 7th year, when I went back, it felt like I had not the very concrete answers, but it said somewhere in my head that this is your life. Like your life will be like more than what happened to you. So the pandemic came. I got into a new school. A lot of people have been curious because I was still like wearing masks and cardigans, right? So I decided to, I didn't have any excuse to wear masks and cardigans because it was just at home. So I wasn't really I didn't have any excuse to hide from anyone. So that's when I realized that more than hiding from the world, I was hiding from myself, and I had to do like the work. So, and then like years came by, I went to a different school. So people were curious about, okay, why do you wear a mask and a cardigan, or like, why do you have certain scars on your face? So I got fed up kind of. So I started, that was years in the making, okay. But I started like recording myself in a video. So when like every time when I meet new people, I would direct them to the video I made. I posted it on TikTok and it kind of blew up. So, and people like organizations kind of like tapped me to talk about it because it wasn't just me plainly talking about the story per se. It was me inserting my insights, my realizations, and I feel people have gotten value out of it. So that's my whole thing. Yes. So this is what I do now.
Oh,
Yeah.
to go back there, my gosh, is that something you wanted to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because for a while, it was a place in the island where my mom resided, like grew up in, and there are family occasions that we need to go to, in the island, and every time we would pass by it, the place where the accident happened, and I would tell them to specifically kind of like reroute the whole thing so I could not see the whole place. So it was very traumatic for me. And then on the 7th year, I said something has to change. So I willed myself to go back,
Wow.
trying to heal and stuff. It was crazy.
I could imagine.
So crazy.
Wow.
What kind of kid were you?
What kind of kid was I
Yeah.
prior to the accident?
Yeah.
You could say I was shy. I didn't talk to strangers then,
Okay.
but my teachers saw like leadership potential in me. So that's kind of like balancing the being shy with the opportunities given to me. But then, I had scars on my legs then. From like going out and playing with kids in your
Yeah.
neighborhood. And I was a very clumsy kid. So I would get scars all the time. So it's kind of like the universe teasing me with more scars, you know? Because I got shy with my scars back then. People, like kids would tease you with the smallest of things. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I didn't wear shorts and everything. But during that accident, I wore freaking shorts. So it was the universe teasing me. I really think so. Yeah.
So that kind of like, you know, that whole process of going back, did that really that kind of push you forwards into knowing what you wanted to do, like, and obviously put you on the
Yeah.
path that you're on now with your.
Not directly, but that's a nice question. I don't think it was like firm in my head that this is what I want to do. What that did to me, like going back, really was not being tied to the accident anymore. So it didn't have any specific plans or like materialization of like like specific steps really to lead me to say like I'm gonna be a motivational speaker, like to talk about certain things, but it wasn't really like that. It was a stepping stone for sure to be in that to be here.
I think that's also interesting, like your personality, because you said your teacher already said that you know, have some skills, but you say that you're shy. Like, what was the moment that you thought, like, I need to stand up for myself? Because it's a double thing with you, is because, you know, you're in a situation that you're shy, but you also try to hide something. Like, what was the moment that you thought, like, okay,
That's like kind of like the tipping point, or like the
Yeah.
okay. I get asked this a lot, but I don't really have a specific moment in time when I said, okay, I really don't want to be shy anymore, or like, you know, I want to stand up for myself, or like whatever. It was a gradual thing, like being receptive to the conversations I've been having with people, like new people at that. Because I've been receiving feedback about, say, hey, you should do this or you should do that. And I was like, oh, no, I'm shy. But then, you know, you keep hearing these feedback over and over again, and allowing myself to be receptive. Maybe there's merit to the things that they're giving me, right?
Yeah.
So it was a gradual thing. But maybe, like for a specific thing, like I'll give you an example. I had a conversation with him. I joined an oratorical competition back in my senior high school, and I was still wearing a mask and cardigan then. And my coach said, Lara, I will not ask you to remove your mask, but I do want to ask you, why haven't you after all these years? And I said, because when I take it off, people will see my scars and they will judge me for it. And he was like, what do you mean judge you for it? I said, they'll think I'm ugly or I'm unpresentable. And she asked me, probed, how did you get to that like conclusion or like assumption? I was like, I assumed because la 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 la. I did like whatever reason. And she said, exactly, you assumed. Is there merit to that assumption? And I was like, there was a switch then with that specific conversation. I was like, right, I assumed what other people would think of me. And then it goes back again to, what do I think about myself? Maybe it's what I think about myself that I am projecting to other people. And I had to work on that. So like it was radically holding myself accountable. So moments after moments.
So do you have more people around you that pushed you to go outside there?
Yeah.
Okay.
You could say, I feel like I'm really blessed with the people who try to like, who wants the best for me. I don't know the pattern. I don't know what's in their head, why they do. But I've been blessed with people who see potential in me and tries to bring it out. Yes. So that's my blessing. So that's I'm really lucky in that regard. Because if it's just myself, I would be like, you know,
Yeah.
don't be shy. I will not talk to you guys. I will not accept Peter's invitation to. Yeah.
So it really made a impact then, going back and finding yourself and then knowing that you, and obviously seeing that if someone can bring out something in you, that's really interesting.
So kind of fast forward to today.
Yeah.
So you study psychology, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just finished. Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
I know you work hard on that.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
That's the wrong one again.
Not the buttons.
This is your button.
I know, man. They keep.
Yay.
They changed the colors. Yeah.
And on the other side, you're also, would you call yourself a content creator?
Yes, you can say I'm a content creator. I create content. I post it online.
And then the third thing is that you're a motivational speaker. Those are the three main things for you.
Yep.
How do you combine those three?
Combine. That's interesting. I feel like we should start with how I think about these things, like motivational speaking or content creation. And the other one was like psychology.
Yeah.
You said. To me, those are tools, really. It mainly started with self-expression. I like just to keep myself sane. And these happen to be the tools I have access to.
Yeah.
Like psychology, it was my degree, or like it was the thing I studied. Content creation, it's easy to just type your thoughts away or like post a picture I like. And motivational speaking came about because people like hearing me talk.
Yeah.
And it's another medium that I like doing. So those things, and I think like merging them, I'm not sure how I do that. It's not an intentional thing for me, but definitely there's an intersection between those things. Allow me to think. to tell you like how I exactly like marry those three, but I feel like it's natural. Again, like with self-expression.
They come together like
naturally. I feel so.
Why did you choose to study
psychology? Okay, so before like studying psychology, I was already giving talks. Again, it mainly revolved around like what did I learn from going through a fire, etc. And I felt like if it was just my insights, it would be lacking. You know what I mean? There's merit to my insights for sure, and it's interesting to hear the other people. It feels like I'm just I'm complimenting myself, whatever. There's merit based on the feedback I've gotten. There's merit to it. People like gain something from it, but it would be more credible, I feel, if I had like the theories to back it up. And I felt like what was like the study that was very in line with what I was talking about was psychology. So that's how it came to be. But also, psych is a good preparatory anything for any grad school that you want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and you have your degree. What do you want to do right now?
Right now, I'm having fun. I'm doing cool things with cool people.
Cool.
Yeah. Cool things with cool people.
That's Stellar PH.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What
I'm
kind
giving
of
myself a year to just like have fun, figure it out. A lot of people have been reaching out to me also. So, but the plan after a year would be ideally to go to med school.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
If nothing changes, by the way. So, but that's the plan.
and then what's the
The
dream?
specialization. Or
The
like,
dream.
The
Oh,
dream.
yeah.
What do you mean dream? The general principle.
What do you want to
end.
become when you grow up?
The end. Well, I wouldn't say end goal
I've-
because you
I've
always
been-
want to keep going. But
Yeah, but-
Okay,
sure.
the end goal. You mean like a career, like a profession,
Mm.
or just like a general dream? So okay, I can tell you like the general principle or
Yeah.
like the dream. Again, to me, it's like everything's a tool for me. And what am I trying to communicate or like use the tool for? It's really just to make the people and experiences I encounter better than I found them. I find them. It's basically that principle. I try to, do things and engage in people in a manner that will make like a. It sounds really cheesy, but a positive like change or difference. If these experiences or people I choose to.
Why is that cheesy?
Okay, whatever. Okay, it's not cheesy. Okay, I'll own it. Yeah, but make a positive impact for sure, regardless of what that may, manifest as. Like maybe in medicine, for sure, probably, hopefully, but even in other ventures, like for example, there's just talking to you guys, accepting interviews like these, and I don't know, making a product of sort. I don't know, but like mainly just to add value.
Product, like what's the product?
I don't know. Like a book. Is that a product?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, like it's mainly that. I'm very rooted in that, and whether or not in the future it changes, like medicine changes, maybe like law comes into.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
law,
But yeah, but
Yeah, like,
but
Wow.
that's the magic tree. It's like psychology, doctor, and law.
I want to mess with you.
no. It's just yeah. But yeah, but even in the small things, it's a principle that you can take with
Yeah.
you, even in the smallest of things.
Are
that
you
do.
someone that wants to like read and learn all the time?
I guess so, you could say. Not necessarily reading. Reading is again, it's another medium to
Yeah.
learn, or like talking to you guys, for example, like these, or like talking to a bunch of people, or say listening to podcasts.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like learning about interesting things, I guess. Yeah.
Still a lot of things to explore.
True.
Oh yes.
Very much.
So what kind of content creator would you say you are?
Okay. I'm not sure if it's a category, but I mainly do like the inspirational whatever. So the things I post revolves around, like, there's a daily reminder thing that I do on my channel on Instagram. So it's basically just, a reminder for people, maybe like a hope, like a small message or something. Like if there's a phrase from books I've read, or like articles I've like browsed through that I find interesting, I send it to them, or like make a video out of it, like put a text over like a scenic video, or maybe yap. That's mainly the thing I do, like just record on my phone.
Yeah. Do you feel that's therapy for yourself, like creating that kind of thing?
Therapy, yeah, yes, I guess so. Yeah, it's therapeutic for sure. But I also think there's merit in like just doing random things for fun. So I try to diversify also, to post things that are just fun, I guess, that doesn't have any like big purposeful
Like what?
end goal to it, like
Like a dance.
So that's the thing with content creating. I've got many friends before that have been like, "Oh, I want to do what you're doing in content creation," and they end up doing something that they think that people want to see, and it doesn't work. If you're actually there creating content and doing the things you enjoy, that's where it works. That's why TikTok is such a great platform for like, what do I do? It's like, just do what you do best.
right,
And
right.
it works.
Agreed.
Yeah, and there
Very much
really
agree.
is people out there that will,
Will
listen.
resonate with you,
of
right?
course, and relate.
We're
For sure.
relate for sure.
Yeah.
Do you ever like I don't know how I ask it, but do you ever get tired of telling your story?
Oh, very timely question, actually. Yeah, I do. Especially because I fear that I might be branded as the story.
Yeah.
So it's been a thought in my head for a long time already, because I've been talking about my story for a long time also. And the way I went about it was for as long as, because there's a recent interview that went up. Tony Gonzaga, she's a big celebrity here in the Philippines. So I did an interview with her recently, and I was very reluctant to like do the interview, because I was like, again, in my headspace where I was like, I want to pause on this for a bit and want to be known as someone else. And I feel like that's a very valid thing to think, right? But then after that interview, I said yes for some reason. And no, I actually believe in the cause. And then after that interview went up, the feedback that I've gotten and the DMs I've gotten were really heartwarming. So it kind of like validates me talking about it again.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's a tension between me trying to diversify the things I do and the things I get to be known for, but also agreeing, like striking the balance between agreeing to say to accept interviews that talks about my story, but then again, okay. So what I'm trying to get at is, for as long as there are people who haven't heard my story and who wants to hear my story, then I will accept interviews, because I feel like it's a calling for me.
Yeah.
Like how Elsa in the second movie. Yeah. Have you watched the Elsa, Elsa Frozen
Yeah,
number
yeah.
2? So there was a voice, right, that was trying to call Elsa.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that for me.
Ah,
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like that. So, I try to keep myself sane. So it's still like trying to think again. Like, will I get, labeled as this, or like, will I be solely known for this? But then it boils down to me knowing that I'm multifaceted, multidimensional. It's not the
Yeah.
entire thing. So yeah.
No,
That was a long answer to your question. You just asked me if I got tired of
got
it.
tired of it.
But yeah, I mean,
nice.
it's
nice to
still
know.
it's still to me. I still hold it like really dear. Like I hold it as a privilege to be able to talk about it, and
Yeah.
like yeah.
No, I remember. I think the first time when we talked. So
Mhm.
I think I invited you to have like a coffee or something
Coffee.
like that.
Yeah, yeah.
And the reason why I invited you is because I think you're smart, and we actually had a long conversation about mindset in the Philippines, and so we never even touched
Which
it.
I appreciated so much.
Also because I didn't want to invite you for that, because
Mm.
how I see it is that okay, you're in this situation, but
Uh-huh.
you're also just a strong person that can express yourself very well. So no matter what happened, I think that you would be in some kind of this situation where you can inspire people.
For
Yeah.
sure. That's it. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, that validates that validates me. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Agreed.
think that's also why it. I'm sure that sometimes you get tired of it and you think like, oh, again.
Mhm.
But it also I think for a lot of people, and also maybe that's what a lot of people try to tell you
Mhm.
Yeah.
in the beginning, like show yourself. Is
Mhm.
like you're cool enough,
Yeah.
just being you,
Yeah.
and
Being you.
yeah, and having that experience could only make it more stronger. And you see it as maybe it's a part of your life that it's not the most happy thing, but yeah, I just admire the way that you're doing it, but also I admire you just as a person. So
And I think your story also inspires many people, and I think that in itself is something that gets justification. That I mean, as a streamer myself, I get people messaging me after I do my shows, and they're like, "I listen to your show all the time, and it's got me through this, it's got me through that."
Right,
And that in
right.
itself is just
It's yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's so I don't know I don't know how to explain it. But I agree, like
Yeah.
very much so. So it's not saying, like being tired of you get burnt out, ba? I don't know. No. I don't know how to put it like to articulate it well, but being tired about like talking about it doesn't mean I would not love to talk about it. There are pauses in between, and me trying to explore other facets of myself. So yeah, but again, it's an honor for me to talk to people and other people being receptive of it and having feedback that is very heartwarming, as you said.
But so last year we had the PH 100.
Okay.
As I said before, it's a list of the 100 brightest minds of the Philippines, and how it works is that people need to apply for it if they want to be a part of it.
I'm too old apparently.
Yeah.
Are you? You don't look that old.
Group already?
We
You
will
don't
get
look
to a
that
senior
old.
one.
Yeah. Oh wow. Thank
But
you.
so if a person doesn't apply, then they cannot be on the list.
Mhm.
And of course, Stella PH is making that list. But I really wanted you to apply because I think that you're like a great example. I think I even like messaged you a few times. Did you already apply? Did you already apply? And I remember back then that you were doubting about applying for it.
I
Like-
was.
Why?
I don't know actually. So like having the label or like being in the roster of like the 100 brightest minds in the Philippines, I feel there are people who are brighter. You know what I mean? I guess it goes with the I don't know how like to deconstruct this, but like the Philippine culture, I guess you could say it to be like the humility bit that
Yeah.
goes on with it, like unless and until someone else sees or tries to nominate me, then I feel like it's too out there to apply for myself. But then it's a learning curve for me. So like the way you pestered me to and he actually did like message me so much. I was like, okay, I will apply. But also it's that you said that's a really nice thing. which I feel like a lot of the like young minds or Filipino minds have to learn to own brilliance or to own being great at something, right? And not shy away from the label.
Yeah.
So it's mainly that. I don't think it's I guess so. Yeah, it's mainly that. It's
No, also, so this year, at the end, we had a lot of applications, and
I applied.
you applied, but you didn't make it. But that's okay. But in
did you actually?
No.
in the
Okay.
beginning,
In the
I turned
beginning.
away before I even got to the application.
in the beginning, we find it difficult for people to really apply, and maybe even further is that guys are more eager to apply than female. What do you think? Why is that?
Okay, so it goes. Okay, don't take my word for it. It's just how I think about it. So I can be wrong. This is just how I think about it. So, you know how like the patriarchal society we've been living in and we've been conditioned to live in and to operate in. Maybe that has to do with it. Also, again, I've mentioned earlier like the Filipino. It's very. Question: do you have a hard time doing this in the Netherlands, like making people apply to something? Like, no, right? So I feel like it goes with the collectivist culture versus the independent. I'm mixing up the words. But it's being us collectives and that part of the world like being very independent. You know what I mean? So you guys value. If I remember correctly, correct me if there's anyone who's like studying psychology or an expert here. Don't take my word for it. Validate. But yeah, people from the Western world who are very independent, like very independent minds, culture, value achievement, value individual recognition, value like being standing out from the pack.
Yeah.
Us, like it's so embedded in us to not to not be outside of the pack, to blend in with a collective.
I don't agree on this.
Really?
Till a certain moment.
To a certain extent.
Because people look up to other people,
Mhm.
and that's I think the difference is when are you confident enough to basically inspire other people.
Interesting. Okay, so just a baseline, but I agree there are exceptions to the rules. I'm just like explaining like the whole like the collective thing. That's one layer to the culture, like whatever. So that can be, like an sort of explanation to it. But also like the men and women. I feel like men are like brought up to be like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel
You're
like
wrong.
okay, no, no, like it's we live in a very patriarchal society. Like the rules and like societal conditioning, us being brought up, like
Yeah.
men were like but maybe it has something to do with you guys are just confident, I guess. Like there's a saying. Oh my gosh, there's a saying. Have the confidence of a mediocre white man for women.
Mediocre.
No.
No.
No. It's basically just that. No. I don't know. Actually, I don't have the answers to that. But what I can say really is, hopefully, it changes.
No, I think that's also why we make a list like that, and that's also why I want to invite you, because I think there are a lot of smart young people.
Why did you look at me then?
You're very smart.
Young.
Young and smart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
And you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The energy is young, so
Yeah.
Let's go.
that counts.
Mm.
I feel.
Continue.
Yeah, no matter what is your gender,
Agreed.
So how I see it is that you need to show and
Like be an example of sorts.
be able to fill, because I think it's much better to apply for something and think like, okay, I did something cool, I'm gonna apply, and then I make it or I don't make it, and my goal should be next year I'm gonna make it,
Oh.
and this year I'm gonna take my shot.
Oh, that's nice. Not a lot of people. I don't know. I can't speak for everyone, but that's a.
I think the main reason why we connected very well is because we have the same understanding about failing,
Mm.
and I think failing is something that
Failure
yeah.
is something a lot of people can learn from and build on and become even more successful than the
Mm.
failure ever.
Because
imagined.
don't you think that people don't apply not because okay they think that they're not good enough, but maybe they are
Fear of
afraid to
failure.
fail.
True. I have that fear of failure.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that factored in with like me applying or anything. So
Are you afraid to fail?
that's a hard question. I am afraid to fail, but I've gotten better at failing. So that's an achievement for me.
Are you afraid of judgment?
Partly, but I feel I'm more afraid of the critique I would put myself into.
Mm.
So I am my biggest critique. So I'm not sure if so it's mainly that. So how would I deal with myself if I fail at a certain thing is something I worked on and I feel like I've gotten better at.
What kind of
It
person?
was a learning curve.
What kind of person are you? If you walk and you fall down in like a big a lot of people are around.
Right now. Like right now.
Yeah. Are you the person that gets up and acts like nothing happened, or are you the person that gets up, says like I'm doing okay, and then moves forward?
I would laugh at myself, I feel.
Okay.
When I fall, I'm like, what did I step on? I'd
Yeah.
laugh at myself and then continue on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I think that's the thing is that if you fall down, people will see. You should not care about it, and you should just accept that those kind of things can happen.
Agreed.
And yeah,
Agreed.
that's
And
part
it's-
of life.
The theory is so easier than actually like putting that to work, especially if you've been so conditioned to like fear failure,
Yeah.
But yes, I agree very much. I feel like, but I feel there's layers to that though, because the breadth of the margin of error for some people is very small, so they would fear failure definitely, and they would strive for it to actually just do and excel at whatever it is that they've been handed in.
Mhm.
For other people, the breadth of failure, like their margin of error is bigger.
Mm.
So they can take risks. They can like fail multiple times because maybe they have something to fall back on, or maybe it's like the psychological whatever that they've been conditioned in. But I really think it's very different. Like it's so contextual. But I agree that we should teach people to not fear it, but we also have to think of their contexts.
Yeah.
Mm.
What I try to explain to people is people don't care about you. And that's at the end what it is, right? You fail and you make it bigger than
Yeah.
it is for other people. Because if you fall down and you laugh
Yeah.
about it, maybe somebody comes to you and asks you like, how are you doing? And then you
Yeah.
move forward and they don't think about it.
Yeah.
While you could have that in your head like the whole day.
Agreed. Oh my gosh, it boils. That's one manifestation of you know what I said earlier, that a mouthful, the transcending self, a million societal imposed limitations and identities. So limitations can come in the form of like the fear of judgment. So you're limited by the fear of judgment because say you failed, or like you look different from the norm, or something else. So they're like what you're doing right now, it's transcending that sort of mindset or like that thought, and we see eye to eye on that.
To make it a little bit more complex is you put yourself in a position that people actually caring about you. What also could work in a negative way on you. Do you ever like get negative stuff towards you?
You mean feedback?
Yeah,
From other
feedback,
people?
or that people have an opinion about what you're doing.
Oh my god. I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but I just talked to a friend. I will not for a period of my life. So we were in the same school at one point. I was hiking a mountain earlier, and we talked about this. And crazy. I was it wasn't about my looks, but back in the day, how old am I? But back in the day, I did get not fun at. I was cyberbullied at some point by these certain people, and it was so crazy because I didn't know that I was doing anything. I only got to know about that because you know the Finstas, right? Like private friend Instagrams, and it was a big thing then. Then still now, but there was circulating like post stories my days about me that I didn't know, and I didn't had feedback about like what did I do wrong, etc., etc. And I did get to a point of like say, okay, I have something to be held accountable for. I will make my amends, and I did. I talked to these people who were part of the whole ordeal, but afterwards it kept on. Like it kept on happening. I was like, okay, what the should I do? Whatever. And then my friends and I debriefed, and they were like, okay, they're just hating for the sake of hating.
Yeah.
And you know what? I tried to think that people are better than that, but apparently there are people who do hate just for the sake of hating.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Even if you like try to make amends or like to do right with what you did wrong that you didn't even know you did wrong, there are people who have narrow views of what you did, it was so crazy. It just came up, and it was okay. Here's a redemption, so you don't feel bad about me. It was a redemption arc. It was there was a redemption arc because I was joining competitions. I was like studying, right? And while we were there, and these people were like hating on me, the teachers would call me in front of the class to congratulate me for hey, she had the highest for the midterms, like the finals. She won the competition, let's give her a hand or like whatever. So I felt like the universe was on my side. So it takes care of without even you like seeking vengeance or like anything. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I did experience that. Your questions are very timely.
It is.
So cool.
The more successful you get,
Of course.
No, that's when you know that you're making it. You have haters for reasons you don't even know.
It's true. You'll
I'm
never
kidding.
see a hater being more successful than you. And I thrive off them as well. Yeah. Bring it on.
Right. Okay. I have to ask you a bunch of tips and tricks.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
If somebody is listening right now and feels that they need to hide, like what would be your advice? Like the first thing that they need to do tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, hide as much as you want to. I'm so sorry to say that, but there will come a time when you would feel it in your soul that you won't want to hide anymore, and it won't come from external pressure. It won't come from a should have, a should be from other people.
Yeah.
There will come a time when you will be ready and trust in the timing of your being ready.
I love that answer.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a very good answer.
Thanks.
People need to, I think the way that you explain stuff or say stuff indirectly motivate people to,
Very.
yeah. Right?
Yeah. Very, very, motivational.
Yeah.
What I do. That's what I do for a living. Hopefully, it gets to that. But thanks for saying that.
In your study, do you have like a tool that someone can use to be more confident? Like, is there something that you learn during your study?
Ooh, like a psychological.
Yeah.
To be more confident. Oh, I forgot the actual terms. My teacher's gonna kill me for it, but I will explain to you the concept. So there's two things. Also, Tim Ferriss talked about this. So it's kind of like, you know what? I'll just parrot Tim Ferriss. There's a psychological backing to this. Again, I forgot the term, but it's fear setting. Made me really confident. It's kind of like instead of veering away from your fear, you make steps. It's kind of like goal setting, but deconstructing the fear and the surrounding things that make that fear like very visceral to you. So that to me like for example, just in school, and let's take the example of what example do you want to have? Like, or school. There was a time when I feared a certain professor, and I said, being aware that you're fearing a certain thing, and trying to deconstruct that, writing it down. Why did I fear my professor, etc., etc., and getting to the bottom of it. But then asking, what can I do? Exposing myself to that fear. It's kind of like what I did to like going back to the comfort room. It's similar, like very similar. You can do it gradually, and you depending on how well you receive those kinds of like things. But you can also like do it like right off the bat, like in your face, everything. How I operate, I do it like incrementally. So for example, I fear like being exposed to the world. It wasn't right away that I took my mask and my cardigans off. It started with me posting a picture of my face on my Facebook with only my friends seeing. So that's one step to it. And gradually like increasing that circle of uncomfortability until you get to a point where you say, okay, I've conquered my fear. But then also other people, it's called flooding. I'm remembering the terms now. It's called flooding. So if you don't want to like do it like incrementally and slowly, you can do like right away, just take your mask off and then see what you fear. Like, just facing it head on. So yeah, that's
facing it head on.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the way you tackle it.
Any things that you're still facing today? Like insecurities. I mean, everyone has his insecurities.
Okay, maybe career progression. I'm young, and there's a certain, to me at least, there's a certain pressure to have like a successful career and be able to support myself, be like financially independent, not depend on my parents, etc. Like whatever, and being just making the impact I want to have. It's basically that in a bigger scale. So recently, Alex Ayala, right, the Filipino tennis player.
Yeah.
She recently won the singles like first
looking
ever
at
like
that
whatever.
one.
This a new
Just at
thing
Adobe,
there. And it's kind of like that, kind of like not necessarily comparing, but seeing successes and impacts on that scale that I think to myself, oh, how can I do that? Like, is there a way to make an impact in that level or in that scale?
I
So
think
it's
you're
kind of
doing
like
it right
that.
now. I
Hopefully.
think-
But it's kind of like that. I'm dealing with that right now.
I also saw your article here in Vogue.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nice pictures, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's very interesting,
Mm-hmm.
and I think just looking back at this, like here what would my life be like after this?
Mm-hmm.
And would you ever imagine that you'd be where you are now doing these?
Not really, actually. No. It was an out there question, just asking it to the universe, God, or like whatever. It was, what will my life be after this? I did not imagine that I would be talking to you guys, or like I would be featured in different things. But wonderful, right? Well, what a wonderful
Yeah,
life.
definitely. So you said that you are doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us, what are you doing?
What I'm doing right now, I'm working. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to disclose this, but I'm working with a big medical group to do like a CSR that
We got
I
you covered. We didn't hear nothing.
okay. But yeah, that's very exciting for me. Because it has something to do with scars and
Wow.
healing basically in all dimensions, not just like physically removing scars where they could, but also transforming or healing scars that we could not see.
Yeah.
That's something that's really cool to me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm doing a bunch of. I'm flying to Manila actually. This week, so to meet a bunch of people to do cool things with. I don't think I can disclose yet, but I'll make sure to ping you guys when I. But yeah, aside from that though, I've been writing, like journaling. I've been dancing like an itik. That's cool to me.
Like a duck.
yes.
No?
And I'm talking to you guys, which is cool. But yeah,
And any cool things that you
are planning.
planning or that you need help with or
Cool. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, starting a podcast. I've been wanting to start a podcast, so
good.
I'd love
Yeah.
to tap you
Yeah, yeah.
guys for it. You know. Yes.
We like that
Right.
podcast.
And I will tell you guys the elevator pitch or the concept later after. So it would be cool.
Good.
Oh, I can do that right now. It's basically I can do it. It's basically it's DPTH. It means like deep dive with people doing purposeful things. So tapping to you it's cool, right? The the word for it. To me it's like people doing purposeful things because I feel like there's so much to be learned from people doing purposeful things and I feel like we should do more of it.
Mm-hmm.
And deep dives, that's up in my arena. But yeah, mainly yapping. And yeah, I can't disclose that much yet, but definitely doing
will
cool
find
stuff.
out
Yes.
next week.
Just tiddling on my socials.
Where can people find you? If they
I'm on TikTok. I'm Lara Francesca on TikTok. I'm on Instagram also. That's FRNTSC. And I'm also on Facebook. That's Lara Francesca. I just yap and talk and share my thoughts.
anything that you like a last message that you want to tell to the listeners?
That regardless of your successes and despite your setbacks, you are worthy, valued, loved, and beautiful.
Good. Great.
I got you on IG on TikTok.
It's
now.
like, oh,
Good.
okay.
I gave you a follow.
Cool.
I didn't follow
We're gonna
yet.
be mutuals
That's okay.
after.
Yeah, let's go.
No, amazing that you came up.
Yeah.
Also because the weather is terrible. And,
Right. I would not miss it for the world. You know,
Well, it's one thing, but to come here on the show and talk about it is another, and it's very motivational, and it's insane. It really is an inspiration to me as well. Like with how your journey and where you've gone, and being from the shy type, and then taking that moment to look back, and then trying to figure out life, and slowly adjusting to the point when you're actually out. And you're just living your life, and then coming to this, it's insane.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think it's amazing. And like I said, I think that you are.
I mean, insane in a good
Very
way,
smart.
huh?
I
Like,
know.
insane in the membrane, like what?
I understand. I say crazy all the time, so you don't have to explain.
No, and just keep doing what you're doing. And also, I like it that you still don't know what you want to.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Is that a good thing? Okay, I'll take
Yeah, of
it.
course. It's as long as you are able
old are
to
you
think
right
that you
now?
can do whatever.
What's your age right now?
I'm 24.
24.
That's
Wow.
I feel old.
Mm.
Is that young?
What has happened?
Yeah, still young. We
We are aging like fine wine, thank you, man.
You guys are okay. I'll give you that to you guys. You don't look. I don't even know you
That's
guys.
why we have a
your
blue light. It
age.
hides the white hair.
yeah.
Well,
Last time he put on the white light, it was not a good.
cyan.
Yeah.
Is that?
Oh yeah. When we put the white light on last time, it was like, oh, where are we? Turn on the lights. Oh
What?
gosh, my comfort level is gone.
But before we say thank you to Lara, I
Mhm.
think shall we share the good news that we are going to be on here?
Oh yeah, why
okay,
not?
Okay. So for the people that are watching, I have a cool Hawaiian shirt, beach shirt.
Okay.
And the reason is because we are gonna make 2 days of radio on Geeks on the Beach. How awesome is that?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So
Super excited. about
Geeks
that.
on the Beach this year, it's 1 to 3 October. You can still get tickets.
Get your tickets now.
Get your tickets now.
Get your
We will have
Radio on
2 and 3 October.
Sorry. Go.
So together with Kuya Magic and me,
Yeah.
and then the Stellar team, I don't know what we're gonna do. We have
You're gonna have to come and find out. It's
Come
gonna
and
be.
find
It's
out.
gonna be amazing. And I mean, if you are a listener of this show and you've been following our 7th episode already, come and see us in the flesh, and
Yeah.
even come and be part of it.
Yeah, and you can recognize by this beautiful.
I nearly stole it earlier, though.
You will get a new one.
That's what I'm hearing when I'm looking at the shirt.
It's
like
beautiful, right?
The Lilo and Stitch song.
Oh my gosh, I love the Lilo and Stitch movie.
Yeah. We have a special design. It's like a little bit Cebu, a little bit
Is it
of rockets.
something
of the
means friendship?
Stellar.
I don't know, but that's what
Beautiful.
I
I'm a
beautiful
founder.
vibes. I didn't even see that I'm a founder on the back, and it's just, you know.
Yeah. So thanks a lot.
Yay!
Anything you want to say?
I'm just saying, you know, for everybody that's listening, oh my gosh, you still there? Everybody that's driving right now, we are the Stellar Sparks show every Monday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. and we have amazing people come on the show. And tonight, it's another amazing guest with an amazing story. If you guys want to follow Lara's story, you can again follow her on her Instagram, which is Lara Francesca. And TikTok as well, and you can also search. The first article that pops up is Vogue. It's
Yeah.
like,
Beautiful pictures.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's an inspiration to meet you, and the energy is amazing.
Yeah.
And like Piotr said, it's nice that you don't really know exactly what it is yet. That's intriguing. It's
Yeah.
intriguing, isn't it? It's like,
No matter.
follow me on social media because you can follow my journey, and then
Yeah.
boom.
Right. That's
You
a nice
know,
content
yeah.
idea.
Yeah. What do I want to be? I wanted to be an ice cream man when I was younger. I wanted to sell ice creams in an ice
Let's
cream.
do that.
Oh, no, I
On
hate
Ge-
ice cream
On
now.
Geeks on the Beach.
Let's go!
Actually.
I live my childhood dream.
Yeah, let's do an
Right,
ice cream
right.
truck. We could do that.
Yeah, why don't we go live from inside an ice cream truck? That would be so cool.
Yeah.
We'll work it out. We'll figure
Awesome.
it out. Geeks on the Beach,
So many
guys.
other-
Coming up October, was it October 2 and 3?
Yeah.
Wow. Again.
'Kay.
Lara, thank you so much for coming
Thank
up.
you. Yes.
Is there
Thanks
anything,
for
is there
having
anything you
me.
want to shout out to the people listening? No? Any last thumping inspirational quote that you have?
I think I said it, but live life, I guess.
Live life!
Cool. Have a wonderful rest of your life.
Live life to the fullest.
Mm.
And that's one of those biggest inspirational things. And learning and living.
Mm.
Boom. All in one. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I know
Thanks
that
a
you're
lot.
probably on your driveways, like going, "Oh, they finished yet?" Because they need to park their cars and undo the show. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in. It's Koya Magic, Piotr, and
Lara.
saying goodbye till next time, and see you all in episode 8. Oh, episode 8!
Finally, local music has found a home on 5.1 TMC, the best of us.